Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to this episode of Two Girls, One Doc.
One Doc.
It's your girl, BD.
It's Forens, the foodie with actual content now.
And we are back. This is a bonus episode. Hi, welcome. You weren't expecting this, but here it is. We are doing a credits episode today.
Do you know what this is? This is a get us where we need to get to have a Patreon, because this is the kind of content you'll be getting when we get there. I think that's what this is.
Yes, exactly. This is the Patreon content before the Patreon.
Exactly. So if you want more of this, those little surprise midweek drops of us talking about things that I know you're interested in, get us to a Patreon stage and then we can do that.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about the Ultimatum. So this is a credits episode. For anyone new here, credits episodes are where we talk about wherever we want. Otherwise, we recap a documentary. But we are recapping this. This I would consider to be a documentary on what to do and what not to do in relationships. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Where to begin?
Of all the Nick and Vanessa Lachey franchises that are out there, this I really, really enjoyed.
Yeah.
It was TV gold. I mean, it wasn't gold in terms of whatever those people there have going on, because a lot of people's lives look like they were a mess, but it was TV gold. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I don't know if it was the South African accent. I don't know if it was because of mainly a cast of black people, so there was like some spice to it, but yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I think the South African is definitely added to it. I love the accent. I love the speaking multiple languages in one sentence.
Yeah,
I love the names. I love the hips, the legs and hips and body yaddy yaddy. And yeah, it was really good. Like, I agree. I feel like we should defund Nick and Vanessa Lachey, yeah. But I think that they did their big one with this show. Even though this show is still very stupid. Like, people like, I don't know, it's very stupid, but it's entertainment. So it's kind of like, you just kind of like, okay, this is what to expect from it. Because I think a problem with this show is that so if you've not watched The Ultimatum, what happens is, okay, so Forens and I are a couple, okay? I want to marry Forens. Forens has not proposed to me, okay? Although that would completely be the opposite way around. But I want to marry her. She hasn't proposed to me. And so I take her on this show and I'm like, okay, well, you need to propose to me. Otherwise, we're not together. Like a normal ultimatum, okay? And so during this show, there's other couples in the same predicament. Sometimes it's the man. So this one is it's a straight one. I have seen like a queer one, which
have you watched it?
Yeah, there's an American. I think it's an American queer one. Yeah,
I watched that one. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. So in this case, it's a straight one, right? So you have sometimes the men give the ultimatum, sometimes the women. Usually, it's like a mix. In this season, it was only Lindile that gave the ultimatum as a man.
Yeah, it was only him.
But he's fucking dumb. Anyway, we'll get into that. Let me just do the premise of the show first. So, all these couples come. Ultimatums have been given, okay? And then what happens is you spend a week with someone from another couple. You like couple up, you recouple, okay? And the purpose of that is supposed to be that you being in this new couple teaches you something about yourself and your current couple, in the hopes that you can then do what you need to do in your current couple. But people see this like Love Island and they fucking are like, oh, I think I want to be with this person instead. No, bro, that's not the aim of the game. The aim of the game is to learn something. Learn from this. Okay? That's the aim of the game. Yeah. So, in this season, we have, is it 5 couple? We have Kanya and Nkateko, Rose Eyes. We have Lindile and Sizakele. We have the white couple, Aiden and, what's her name? Courtney,
yeah.
We have Tabby and Genesis, and then Ruth and Isaac and Nola and Lebo. Yes, exactly. Okay, so a lot of names, but we'll help you out. Each couple is like, I don't when I look at the ones who should be together, I think Courtney and Aiden, like, okay, you guys are gonna, I don't know why she even put him here, because you guys are you're gonna be together.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna be together. It's a matter of time. Because I mean, I don't know why they came.
And also, like, I would never ever give an ultimatum. It just feels too much like begging to me.
Yeah, it does. But I feel like you get to a point in a relationship where it's like, I guess, are you marrying me or not? But I feel
like you get to that point. So you get to that point and then you make a decision based on actions that have been shown for however long. Do you get what I mean? Because then it's like, for me, okay, now if I give the love of my life an ultimatum now and I'm like, marry me or I'm leaving, like I've lost already. So then now he proposes to me. Okay, but because I had to force you almost. Yeah, I had to beg. And it's just like, it's disgusting.
Just giving it,
Like, I don't know, especially on this TV platform, it's like, why? Anyway, but again, with reality TV these days, you kind of always have to second guess the motive because Lindile, why are you here?
Right, Lindile, why are you here? You're here because you want to further your acting and whatever career. You are not here because you want to marry this girl after 6 months.
6 months. Lindile and Cisco had been together for 6 months.
Even
if exactly. You're not even a lesbian. You're not lesbian, and it's
months.
not like it was the woman who gave the ultimatum. You gave me an ultimatum after being with me for 6 months, and you can't even afford the bride price or anything else. The lobola, you can't afford any of that stuff.
That guy's a scary guy.
So why are we here?
That guy's a scary guy. Sizekele
run, and Sizekele is so beautiful.
Sweet and beautiful.
Sizekele is beautiful inside and out. She is so beautiful and sweet, and I'm just like, Sizza, babe, there's more for you out there. Like, you can do better than this and the what's his name, Nkateko, that you coupled up with. You can do better than both of them.
For a while I thought that these two would really work. Like, she's so sweet, she's gonna give him back that,
repair him.
Yeah, but Nkateko has a humiliation kink, and that is where he thrives, and that's where he finds peace and joy, and he needs to be with Kanye until the day he dies. I said it because
but no Forrest and I, we've spoken about this, like, that's why we decided to do this episode. But Kanya, is toxic as fuck. That is an abusive babe, okay?
She has beaten that man down to
bro. And I don't like. Nkateko's always like, oh, you know, like she has a hard shell, but she's soft on the inside.
That is not a hard shell. That is a demon.
And it's like, okay, babe, like, whatever. I don't know, we're in it. This is just television. But it's just kind of like the bit where she threw a bottle of wine at him. Not like dashing it at his head, but like she did like, oh, here, take your cheap wine, yeah? I didn't even realize it was like open when she did that.
Yeah, it spilled all over him.
There's just so... And I'm just like, again, I if the roles were reversed, if Nkateko was acting the way that Kanye did towards her, I would 100% be like, she's a victim of abuse, And that's why I have to look at it like, okay, cool, we want to be like, oh, Nkateko, stand up, but he's a victim of abuse. Like, he actually, whether he wants to accept it or not, he is, and it doesn't take long to leave. And now in the reunion, they've had a baby, so is he going anywhere? No, he can't go anywhere without feeling like he's gonna abandon his kid. And it wouldn't surprise me if Kanye was like, okay, well, you're never gonna see your child again.
Yeah, 100%.
Just vindictively.
100. And the stuff she said to him, oh, you're cheap, you're this, your teeth, you're that. Like, you don't say these kind of things to your partner.
Yeah.
One,
regardless.
Like, ever. And two, like, there's a way you fight with your man that you just know that you're not going to come back from it.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, you're doing this on national TV. Well, TV for all to see.
International, like, even.
Nah.
And then even when they were calling her a gold digger. And the thing is, in the beginning with Kanye, I was like, okay, you have your standards, you have what you want, and you're sticking to them. As a woman, there's nothing wrong with that. As someone looking for love, you have your standards and you stick to that, fine, okay?
Yeah.
But when they called her a gold digger and she's like, oh, like, if I was a gold digger, would I be with you? Okay, but then if that doesn't meet your if he doesn't meet your standards, then
bounce.
Then why are you with him? Like, what do you gain from this relationship? Because it seems like you are sitting on this throne and Nkateko is begging at your feet, like, oh, please, what can I do? What can I do?
And then, that's what she likes. She likes that about him. There's some, do you know, there's some people that they like to be in relationships with people who they see as beneath them because it makes them feel better about themselves, and that is the only reason they're with those people. There are people that are not looking for their equal. Like, for me, I hate the notion of being with somebody who, like, I wouldn't want to be in that dynamic. I want us to both be on our job, winners. Yoked, like, equally yoked. I want you to be better at some things than I am. I want to be better at some things than you are.
I learn from you, you learn from me.
Yeah. Like, for her, she's the kind of woman where she has such deep insecurities that the only way she can be in a relationship is to be with a man she thinks is lesser than her, or that
and then people telling her she can do better.
And that's why she didn't work with Isaac, because Isaac got to put, and don't get it twisted, Isaac is
everyone here is flawed
at best, but I do think Isaac got to a point where he was like, yeah, you're just a pretty face, like,
that's it,
you really don't have anything more that's gonna make me. And he kind of went off her, and then she in turn could not deal with that.
Hack
So
it,
that's
yeah.
why she was, because if Isaac had been, when Isaac was all loving her up and buying her flowers and stuff like that, she was lapping that shit up.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
and you still
lapping it
felt
up.
like he was beneath you at that time. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, it's only after you want to start calling him all these things. Okay, but you felt that way before. But
You felt
because he
that way
was like on
before.
your dick, you loved it.
The minute he was like, nah, like, what you actually bring to the table? That's when she suddenly was like, oh, I'm not interested. And I was like, blah, 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 blah. And that's why she liked Nkateka. Like, the way Nkateka was like, one like, and I'm going to go back to my babe. I really thought that after...
And he liked it.
And he liked it himself. I really thought that after the experience of Sizakele, like, he was going to come back and be like, even if he was going to entertain Kanye, he would come back on with some sort of...
things
do you
have
know
to
what?
change.
Like, no, this guy went
But you know
back
how I
to the
knew that
same
wasn't going to
dynamic.
happen? I knew that wasn't going to happen because when they did, so they get to a point where like they have to basically propose or not, yeah? When it got to that stage, he brought out a promise ring. So he didn't propose, but he brought out a promise ring. And when he did that, I was like, Nkateka, you learned nothing. Because you didn't even want to, like, you had two options, propose or not propose. But you had to find a middle ground so that, you
So
don't
that
want to
you could keep her.
propose,
Yeah.
but you want to kind of like settle her. You want to appease her so she can be like, okay, cool, yeah, it's fine. If you were going to do it with chest, you would say, listen, Kanya, I think that even after this experiment, we are not ready for marriage and we need to work on that. And for that reason, I'm not proposing to you right now. If you want to leave me and not be with me because of that, then I take it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
But you came to compromise with a promise ring. Are you all right? Like, I'll be 5.
Absolutely not. He's absolutely not all right. And I feel for his mum in all of this because she can see what her son is becoming.
Her son is no longer who he was.
Yeah, and it must be so difficult for a mum. And then he's now trapped with this baby. I'm sorry to say, but it isn't.
No,
like, it's
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, like, he's definitely trapped, but I don't like to say that because it implies that he wasn't an active participant in this. You
That's true.
made decisions, okay? And as a result, you have this baby. And the thing with Kanye is that, like, the whole reason she was pressing for marriage is, I don't want to be a baby mum. Like, I want to be married before I have a baby. And now you've had a baby out of wedlock. No one died, okay? Everything is still fine. And it's like, now she's not even pressing for marriage. So do you even really want to be with him? Or is this just the most comfortable man and you know he'll be a good dad?
It's the most comfortable man. And he's a man that she can continue
Control.
to beat down, yeah.
It's so sad to watch, but again, everyone makes their decisions, and I do have sympathy and a bit of grace towards Nkateko because as much as he annoyed me, like, I don't know, I just feel he does feel a bit like disingenuous. But I feel like he kind of has to put on a front that he's okay because he's not okay. Because would you be okay if
100%.
Kanye was your man? Like, nah,
100%
God.
he's not okay. And I knew he wasn't okay when he told Sizakele to go and chat to
That
Kanye,
pissed me off. And then he ran
It
away.
it pissed me the fuck off. But what it showed me is that this is a man that's actually afraid of this woman.
This is
he
what I'm
wanted
saying.
He wanted somebody to
To stand
to
up
her,
on his behalf.
but he couldn't do it. So he
Yeah.
took her there and ran away.
And it's all the people. If it had been Ruth, yeah, then she would have stood up to Kanye. But Sizakele is like, this is not the one. She's not here for conflict. Like, Sizakele is a good-hearted person and she's not a dickhead, okay? But it's like, Kanye is just, it's like
She's an evil person.
she's rabid, fam.
Yeah.
In that scene, I was like, even if, like, for me, yeah, even if you're a shit person, yeah, I feel like you being aware that you are being recorded, maybe they forget, yeah, but you being aware they're being recorded, would that not make you sort of taper or temper yourself a little bit?
Absolutely
No?
not. You're asking for too much. How dare you ask?
But that scene that what's his name, Nkateko left Scissor there, and Scissor was like, you left me. I was like, nah,
There was no need to question if he was a man or a mouse. He's a mouse. I'm so sorry.
bruh.
I'm so sorry to say. And I know he's a victim and he's a this, but even at that, you don't need to drag someone else into your shit.
Exactly. That's what I didn't like. And the way that Kanye, and she apologized for it at the reunion, I guess maybe she was getting backlash and stuff, was
She
body
definitely
shaming, Sizakele, calling her fat, saying that she's this. It's like, is this all you can say? Is this all you can
Yeah,
say?
it
And
is all
actually,
you
everyone
can-
else
she
is
can
catching
say.
strays, because one thing I did like about this cast is that they just look like normal people. They look like if you took a sample of 6 women from anywhere, they would look like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Kanye,
yeah.
it's like her self-worth is, I'm slim and I have shit wigs. That's
And
her.
another thing. It's insane to be that rude when your wig looks like that. It's really,
It's insane.
really insane.
It's
Yeah,
really
that was-
insane. It's like, babe,
That was the craziest thing about this show.
like,
The rudest person has the worst
the
wigs.
wig has the worst, and not even just the like terrible.
So, good luck to all parties involved.
Yeah, it's none of my business. Hold tight, the kids. What's it? Tabby and Genesis, yeah, they were kind of like a non-motherfucking factor to me. Tabby was kind of annoying when she was with Lindele in their couple, the trial marriage. I was like, this is a couple that I was like, hello, you're not dating around. You're supposed to learn from this other person, you know. I think Genesis did. I think Genesis was like, rah. Like sometimes with men, I feel like they take for granted what they have. Like they don't realize that, like, oh, actually other people would want what I have. So I think for him, he was like, oh, rah, Lindela's really feeling my girl. He really appreciates her. Like maybe I need to do that because there's a chance that someone else would appreciate her more than me and she would leave me.
I agree with you.
So I do think he learned his lesson. He had the best
growth, I think, in the
he
show.
did. Don't you think he looks like a baby?
Yeah, he does.
Like I can 100% imagine what he looked like as a newborn.
100%, he looks like a baby.
Yeah, he hasn't changed. And then Ruth, Isaac, Nola,
she was one of my favorites. You know, Ruth,
I love her.
Continues to be one of my favorites. Even like at the reunion, I was like, yeah, that's right, girl. Because I was a bit worried that she'll go back to Isaac. Because after everything happened and they came back, it still seemed like she was trying to fight for her relationship. And I was like, this Isaac is a shit guy. Free yourself from him. So I was
and not his friend Moses.
I mean,
I was
do you know
like,
what Moses was doing? What African men do. I wasn't surprised.
Yes, I wasn't surprised, but it just like their brand of misogyny is just so, like it infuriates me so much. It's so it literally is potent. It's like it's one drop, but it's like it's 100%.
It's a very diluted drop. Yeah. So, and again, it just goes back to that whole thing about him seeing Kanye as a prize, because why did you take her to meet all your...
Okay, so this is the thing. Ruth and Isaac's problem, one, they were long distance, and two, Ruth had never met anyone in his family, okay? And in this day and age, that's insane, all right? Like, that is wild, because FaceTime is there, like, phone calls are there, like, you know, and I can come, they can meet, yeah? He chose to be with Kanye for the trial marriage and introduces them to his family straight away. I get that, you know, it's a show, blah blah blah, but that's ridiculous. And the thing about Isaac is that you Kanye was a bad bitch that in reality you can never get, and you thought this was my chance to be like, I'm with this woman, and then you now turn around and say, oh, you're just materialistic, all you care about is this. Okay, but these are the things that you saw in me that attracted you to me, and now that I'm asking for said things from you, now it's a problem. When you could have faced your front and you could have partnered with Lebo, but you said no, you don't want to be with Lebo, you want to be with the bad bitch. Then you complained that the bad bitch was a bad bitch to you.
And you could have easily have just said to Kanye, look, I can't take you to meet my family, I have certain boundaries. Fine, but you rushed to take her because you felt she was the, I don't know exactly what you felt. Because Ruth is stunning.
He's a widow as well. Ruth is stunning. She looks Kenyan to me.
Yeah, she looks 100% Kenyan to me. But then that's all. No, it's Kenya's south, isn't it?
It's east.
Oh yeah, it is east, isn't it?
But maybe she just lives there and she's Kenyan, or maybe she's not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Where's Isaac from? Because he doesn't sound South African or look South African.
Rumors are swelling that he's Nigerian. I would believe that.
I would believe it, but he sounds like you know the ones that speak French. Like maybe he's like Congolese or something, or Angolan.
Yeah.
Because he has he's
Angolan is Portuguese.
Oh, it is Portuguese. Yeah, it is.
French is like Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah, I think maybe he's Congolese.
Yeah,
but he has that French, like, you know the way they sound. It sounds so like nice, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though he says Rus.
He does look like my ex, who was Angolan. So yeah.
So who knows, boy? But I don't think he's South African.
Why does who's the one that was with Courtney, the white guy? What was his name?
Aiden.
Why doesn't he work?
He has. So part of the reunion, what I was really waiting for them to ask is if he has a job now, and he does. Congratulations to him.
But
maybe he got laid off
all those years.
But was he never employed, or was it just like in that moment? It sounded to me
like he was never employed.
But then how are you asking a man who's not employed to marry you?
This is the thing.
This is what I mean. Maybe it was a temporary unemployment.
I don't know. Even when they reunited, he was like, I didn't have money to get you a gift, and I was like, oof. Like, ooh.
How did you feel about her getting him a ring?
This is some white people shit, man. They be doing things that differently. It could never be me. It could really never fucking be me. But
I was so curious because I was like, if he didn't propose, then I guess you just wouldn't have given him the ring then.
Even me buying my husband's wedding band.
Sorry, I was going to ask that. Are we meant to do that?
Yeah. He's not going to buy.
I'm supposed to buy the wedding band.
You buy his wedding band, then he'll buy your engagement ring and wedding band.
But then while he's at the shop, why wouldn't he just buy all three? Why do I then have to buy them?
Girl, come on.
I'm so confused by this. I'm like,
mine cost significantly more than his. Like,
I'm going ASOS, fam.
Mine was 10 times more expensive than his. But yeah, that felt like me. Like I was really letting city girls down. Like me by a man,
I can't
a
believe
ring.
that. I thought that he just bought all of them.
We were technically married at that point. Because this was like, it was a few days before the wedding that we went to the jewellers to get them.
Oh, right, you look so last minute, boy.
No, but obviously, because it was in Dubai, we said we were going to buy them in Dubai.
Oh, you're going to buy it from there anyway.
You know, the gold and everything is better. So we always knew we were going to get it from Dubai.
Okay, fine, that makes sense.
And they have like the gold silk, so it's not really... But either way...
And it's like, they're guaranteed going to be something there. It's not like you're not going to find anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we were already technically married by then, but I still felt like I was letting city girls down.
No, I hear it. This is new information to me.
Yeah. So you do have to go and buy
boy,
the band. I mean,
let me start saving, boy.
Some guys buy everything, but I mean...
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But why wouldn't you? Like, you're there already. Like, you know your size. Like, you might as well just...
buy his own wedding band? It's a bit wild. I'm sorry. It's something you should give to him that he wears in... Huh?
I don't even know who I'm talking to right now. Like, this is...
Look, don't get it twisted. I still think it's a bit too close to slavery for me, but I understand the concept. And if you think about it, it's engagement ring and wedding band he gets for you. So if you get
again, and then he gets me. I am the table.
Okay, sorry, Kanya.
When Kanya said that, I was like, girl, you have shown nothing.
It sounded like a Twitter debate, like...
Exactly. It sounded so futile. Even the asking the question, what do you bring to the table? Even like, these are things that are demonstrated. Like, you having to ask, like, clearly you don't see any value here. All you saw was her beauty. That's what she brings to the table then. Because that's why you picked her over Lebo.
And you should be happy with that. You should be happy with that because that's why you picked her. As for Lebo and Nola is too ugly to be moving the way he does. And this isn't the first time. Like, he's
cheated on her. He's definitely... Rufus not the first person. He's cheated on her not once, not twice, not thrice.
Yeah, many a time. And he's very demonic in the way he does it. Because he was telling Ruth, you know, like, we're going to leave together. But you telling Lebo that you 100% want to be with her. I mean,
and the thing is, thankfully, Ruth is not like Lebo because Ruth never believed that shit. Like, I'm pretty sure Ruth was like, hey, I'm having a good time right now. That's that. And I think she was already over her relationship with Isaac. Like, I think that Ruth knew this is not going anywhere. Like, I've had to bring you here. Like, we're not getting married kind of thing. But Lebo, like, even now that she broke up with him at the reunion, yeah, if they are together, it wouldn't surprise me.
Do you think?
It wouldn't surprise me. Because she, like, how can you... go through that experience, rewatch that experience, see the way that this man is making you act on TV, which is a fool, and you went back to him.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You coming on the show now and breaking up with him, the only reason she wouldn't go back to him is because maybe she'll look dumb, but you already looked dumb. In fact, you've looked dumber. So why would you not go back? And it's like, not like realizing that I can actually have my cake and eat it 5 times being with you. Mm-hmm. So the only reason why they would not be together is if Nola decides, okay, cool, I'm not going to be with you. Why would he decide that? Because I can be with you and I can live my life. I don't lose out by being with you.
And when I'm ready to settle down, I either can be with you or I find someone else.
I'll go. And he will never be. He's not going to say, why would I do that? It's like if someone is like, I have someone who cooks for me and does everything for me, and I have someone who does everything else. Why would I give up this guaranteed, this sure thing? Why would I do that?
I need to find out. I need to go and search if Lebo and Nola are still together.
That's insane. And it's like the only thing that would make him not be with her is his pride. Because he's far... This guy... I'm sorry,
I wish she would fuck Isaac just to get Kim. Yeah.
No, Isaac... Oh, God. But the way Isaac and Lebo are doing up besties, yeah? And then Nola was trying to switch like, oh, I just think it's convenient. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can't switch this here. Exactly. You can't. You're trying to do manipulation, and we can see you for who you are, and you're still trying to manipulate. We're right here. We can see you.
And they literally said to him, "This is why she doesn't want to be with you. Like, you're still doing the same shit that
you're a shit guy.
Done. Yeah,
you're a shit guy." I don't know. Like, the reunion was like a reunion and stuff, but I still don't feel like we really got into the nitty-gritty of like Kanye especially was not held. You apologized for body shaming and that was that. Okay, but did you apologize for abusing the supposed love of your life, the father of your child?
Yep.
That doesn't stop now. Just now you have an excuse. I don't know, man. Like that situation made me so uncomfortable. But yeah, I don't think they held Kanye's feet to the fire enough.
No.
She apologized for body shaming, and then everyone just let it go. Sister Keller, even this is what I'm saying. Sister Keller, her heart is gold. She just forgave her. I'd have been like, don't fucking chat to me.
I'd have been like, don't fucking ever talk
You
to me.
stupid bitch. How you trying to body shame me? And I'm buffer than you. I'm finer than you.
10 times over as well. Inside and out. Nah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But it was a good season.
It was a good season. Do you think enjoyed it.
They'll last? Courtney and Aiden. They will.
Yeah.
Her dad's British, isn't it?
Yeah, he is.
I was like, this accent sounds familiar.
Yeah, sounds a bit like a bit of me. Yeah.
Oh my god! Speaking of accents, have you seen Tracy Ellis Ross's British? You know, there's that list, and it's like, this in a.
It came up on my For You page. I saved it. I'm gonna watch it after this.
She does two as well, and I appreciate that because like our accent is not one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she does like a very like EastEnders, like literally, yeah, and then she does like a Bridgerton version. The Bridgerton version on her story at the moment, so I would watch that because she didn't post it. She just put it on her story. Okay. But the other one she posted. Okay, beautiful. I have notes, but they are very, very minimal.
I will watch immediately and give my feedback.
Thank you very much. So yeah, Courtney and Aiden, I suspect that they will last. Tabby and Genesis, if anything, Tabby will leave him. I think if that relationship ends, it will be because of Tabby.
Yeah.
Lindele and Sitakele,
they're not gonna last.
No, not at all. Who else is there? Ruth and Isaac are already they're broken up. Leba and Nola will probably get back together if they're not already. And then who's left? Kanya and Thing are tied now forever for life because of their child.
I'm so sorry to this cast. Good luck to all parties involved and congratulations.
Amen. That part. Wishing you the best because you're gonna need it.
Honestly.
But
yeah, we don't need to tell you what we're doing next because this was a bonus episode. So go to our main episode to figure that out. And yeah, like get us on the Patreon so we can share more with you. There's so many things we watch and we discuss that we'd love to share, but we just can't because we don't have the time because we have to work. Because
we have bills to pay.
We got bills to pay.
My days. Before we finish, last episode I was trying to find local honey, and also the word I was thinking and couldn't remember was beekeeper. That's what they are, not a honey man. Okay. Yeah. I found local honey.
Local to you?
Yes, local to me. And they have different like places. Because I was thinking, what do you go to like the honey farm and they give it to you? No, they have like different stockists near me.
Okay.
I was like, oh my goodness, so I'm gonna buy some and I'm gonna try it and see if it helps with my hay fever.
Let me know if it helps, because then I will get it.
You should. I'm gonna look for some near you. I'm sure there'll be some near you.
I have a feeling this year is gonna be particularly bad. I just have a feeling because the way I was feeling this morning, and this is only May. We haven't reached the peak.
It's true. We still have July and August to get through. July and August are gonna have to do some heavy lifting, and September's gonna have to clock in as well because this weather is irreprehensible. If that's a word.
I just pray it's the build up to something great.
Yeah. Oh no, but it should be because we've got the Euros, we've got Love Island, we've got general election. And
Jenny Leck.
We've got a cheeky Jenny Leck, Jenny Leck, and there's something else. But it should be a good
There's
one.
Something so beautiful about the Jenny Leck being on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I know.
Free us.
Free me.
Free us.
Free. But who will be voting? That's what I'm saying. No.
This might actually be the first one I don't vote in because who?
Can we just vote for Corbyn? Like, can we just be like, hey babe, do you mind? Because
this is like when Bernie Sanders was trying to run for president and he didn't win was it primaries or whatever, and then there was this picture of him like walking and people were holding him and then the caption was don't cry for me now, America. And that's how I feel about Bernie. It's like Bernie's like, you had your chance. Sorry, not Bernie. Corbyn was like, you had your chance. Don't fucking bring me up now. I'm trying to rest.
No, but what are we actually gonna do? Because there's been this country, like, it's a pile of shit has been made, okay, and now we're trying to shovel it with fucking spoons. It don't make sense.
My dad was like, even the Lib Dems, I can't vote for them.
No, impossible.
Because he was like, because before you say, okay, let's all just band together and vote Lib Dem, but
for what?
You can't vote for them. You can't. Last we all vote UKIP. It's already shit.
Get me out of here for free.
Let it get to the maximum shitness, and then we'll take it from there. Maybe after
it's like
that,
how much it's so bad that like it has to become good again, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know.
Maybe UKIP are the secret goodies, and we don't know. So I don't know, but I mean, obviously I'm joking, guys.
Maybe do green. Do Green Party.
Honestly, let's do green.
But the thing is that like there's not enough. So nobody wants to vote for the Tories, yeah. But there are some people who are gonna vote Tory, okay.
Yeah.
And so then the challenge is finding. We all have to vote for the same other thing. Otherwise, it's just we're splitting the vote, and it's just gonna be that same thing that we don't want.
But there's
also Labour and Tory, like, what is really the difference?
There's no difference.
So
there's nothing to vote for. So I'm gonna stay at home and sip something. Like God, I'm just gonna stay at home.
What a devastating turn of events! I tell you,
literally what
devastating. This is a shit place to be, boy.
It really is. But if it's any consolation, America is not in a better position. So hey,
okay,
cousins.
so it's shit there and it's shit here. So
yeah, so it's nice. Don't you like it when you and your cousins are all suffering together?
Would you
none of us are the poor cousins. We are
we're all
equally
poor.
We're all poor.
It's poverty, favelas, favelas and slums.
Literally. So there you go.
Yeah, man. You can find us everywhere.
Everywhere.
2 Girls 1 Doc.
Except TikTok.
TikTok's 2 Girls 1 Doc podcast. You can email us 2girls1doc@gmail.com. We value your suggestions, opinions, thoughts, feelings, all those things. And thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with someone that you love and someone that you hate. You can find us on, where are you? TikTok and Instagram, Foren's the Foodie. And you can find me on TikTok, bd.mp4.
Yes.
And yeah, that is it till next week. If you want to know what we're doing next week, you listen to our last episode.
Yes.
All right then. It's been real.
Bye.
Bye.